So this week I've had the opportunity to work with the National Grazing Lands Coalition in a course called Working Effectively with Livestock Producers, which we have understood. And my background is working with or being a technical service provider through USDA NRCS. And we realize and understand that relationships and trust is vital to be able to communicate effectively back and forth. We learn as much from producers as they learn from us. In fact, sometimes we probably learn more from producers and their experiences. And so being able to not only really start that conversation and to be able to pull information from them and develop a relationship that revolves around trust. The greatest honor is not to only be able to be out there the first time, but to get invited back the second time.
I think another big takeaway for me would be I met a lot of new people that I didn't know, and turns out some of them are even close to my county, so I can reach out if I have questions or if I'm needing help with a certain practice or something I'm doing in my office. I now know a lot more people who I can contact them anytime, and they're more than willing to help, and even made some friends along the way, which is a really cool experience in my opinion.
So yesterday in the classroom, we spent a good part of the afternoon talking about different types of fencing, poly wire, permanent fencing, and virtual collars. We went out and visited with a producer that's using virtual collars. This is a newer technology that not very many NRCS and even technical service providers across the nation have much experience with. And we had a couple students come up to us after this farm visit like, hey, I thought the virtual fence was really cool when we were talking about it in the classroom, but since I got to touch it and look at it and see what the actual impacts and listen to the producer be passionate about this new technology, made me want to go learn more about it so I can help provide other producers that same information and help continue that process and utilizing technology and helping improve our grazing lands.
My favorite part about the course was definitely going out, seeing the different ranches, seeing how they do things, seeing the similarities of what I grew up with what I have learned, and seeing the different things, how they connect and come together, and seeing like a bigger picture and a bigger operation on a bigger scale. That was super interesting to me.
My favorite part, well, I have a couple. My first favorite was learning all of the different disc styles of people. I think that's like I could point out my boss, I know that he is this way and this is how I need to deal with him. And then kind of going through the co-workers list of, okay, this is how I need to communicate better with them. And then my second favorite, probably my top favorite would be going out and actually being able to talk to the producers, learning what's their operation. And that's a hands-on experience to learn with them, because like I'm new to my career, so I don't have a lot of those interactions with the landowners yet, or those difficult conversations. And this was like a open and friendly environment. They were willing to communicate with us, we were willing to communicate with them, so I think that was probably the most beneficial aspect.
Yeah, I'm always just honored to be able to be on somebody else's property. And somebody told me years ago that you will never work long enough in your career to be able to experience everything that you want to learn. But if you can learn from others in a time frame that maybe doesn't allow for you to see it happen on the ground, but you can know all the groundwork that went to a decision that was made and something that was done on the landscape, and now you're able to see that. And for a producer to be willing to share that and to trust you with that, that's really special to me. And this week, I think we saw 3 different farms and ranches that were willing to share with us some things that they had tried, some things that they had probably maybe had the opportunity to do with NRCS, but things that they tried on their own, and it was just conversations. But for them to be able to trust you enough to share that with you, I think is really important. And that's a highlight for me.